Assalamualaikum and a very good day, everyone. Welcome to Chapter 6 Reading SAS Dataset. So, in this video, we will explore the most fundamental skills in SAS programming, which is the data step. This is the steps that actually will allow us to read the data into SAS, transform it, create new variables, and produce a new data set as output. Everything that we will cover in this chapter actually built directly on the SAS programming concepts that we have already learned so far. So by the end, we will expect you to be able to write data steps that read, filter, compute, and customize SAS dataset with confidence. Alright, so let's take a look at this particular chapter. Okay, so this particular chapter is divided into two sections, which is the first section is reading a SAS dataset, and the next section is customizing a SAS dataset. Okay, so for this particular video, I will cover the first section first. Okay, where I will introduce you the data step structure, which include how to read an existing SAS dataset, filter observation, work with date constant, and create new variable using assignment statement. Okay, so these are four objectives that will be built up progressively through a series of connected business scenario. So this particular business scenario will based on the Orion star scenario, and depending on the situation, we will use the existing data that we already have in the Orion library. Okay. Alright, so this is examples of the scenario that we might come up with. So we the management want a series of report for as Australian sales employee, which um, which can be read through various input sources to create a SAS data set that can be analyzed and presented. So based on this diagram, it can be raw data set or any tabulated data set here, and it can come from the Excel files, it can come from a SAS data set, and then we can actually transform this particular data into SAS data set so that we can analyze and present the data set using SAS programming. Okay, so let's take a look at uh, this uh, this option before we go further. So technically, based on your previous works, what are the kind of uh, data s- data data files that you have been encounter with? Okay, so uh, when we talk about SAS actually can work with all of these sources. Okay, but for this particular chapter, we only cover this one, which is SAS datasets. Right? We will focusly uh, explain about reading the data from SAS dataset. Okay, so let's take a look at our first business scenario. So we will use existing SAS dataset to create a new dataset. So this SAS dataset is based on Orion.sales, and uh, this particular new dataset should include only the observation for the Australian sales representative. So you can take a look at this diagram, which show the flow. We start with the Orion sales data set on the left, and then we pass it through a data step in the middle and produce a data set called work.subset1 on the right. Okay, so this is a very common use case where we extract a subset of record from a larger data set based on a condition or many conditions. Okay, so basically based on this scenario, the condition that we want to subset our data is based on the observation for the Australian sales representative. Okay, so it means that we have Australian and sales representative. So this is the condition that we want to subset our data. Okay, so let's take a look at this data, the SAS data set as input. And this is the code to accomplish this task. Okay, you can try this by using your own SAS studio. Okay, let's take a look at this SAS studio. You can open a new SAS program. Okay, what we will do is, this is a data step, so we will start with data. Okay, data work dot, okay, subset 1. Okay, set Orion dot sales. Okay, the condition where country. Okay, since that we already familiar with this data set, so the Orion data set, that's why I uh, I don't view the data first. Okay, I assume that everyone already familiar with the Orion.sales data set. Okay, if you think that you still need to view the data, you can check on the data in the library, or you can use prop print. Okay, so but for my example, I will skip that. Okay, I will uh, okay, this is the SAS code to accomplish the task. Okay, and basically this is the general syntax template. Okay, data, what are the output SAS data set? It means that based on this, we will create subset 1. Okay, and this data set can actually create either temporary or permanent data set. Okay, so basically based on this code, we will create a temporary files. If you want to create a permanent file, you have to put the ref. Maybe the ref here is, if you want to do it this as a permanent data, you can, as example here, you put Orion ref in front of the name of the new data. Okay, and this new data will permanently store in Orion library. Okay, but for this particular example, we just follow the example from slide, so we create a temporary files. Okay, and this set statement, okay, this set statement is actually uh, which names the input data set to read from. It means that uh, the data set, that the existing files that you want to read the data. Okay, since that we this particular business scenario referring to the Orion.sales file, so we set here the set statement. Okay, the set statement Orion.sales, and where statement, which is the condition that we want to subset the data. Okay, all right. So this is the explanation. Okay, let's take a look at the rules. Okay, like I mentioned, data step can create temporary or permanent data set. And the rules for SAS variable names also apply to dataset names. Okay, it means that names can contain letters, numbers, and underscore, and must begin with a letter or underscore and cannot exceed 32 characters. Okay, and character name also cannot start with numbers. It can contain numbers, but it cannot start with the numbers, right? And this particular data can be temporary or permanent. So that's the thing that you need to understand, okay, about this data statement. Okay, so if I ask you what are the data that created based on this code, so the data is subset 1. Okay, based on which data? Based on Orion.sales. Okay, so it means that this particular subset 1 will be, the observation will be less than the Orion.sales data. Okay, because it is a subset of data, right? Okay, so for the set statement, okay, the set statement read observation from an existing SAS data set for further processing in the data step. Okay, so this is the common things that we do. We have our data a lot. Maybe you have uh, a lot of variables, and what you need is only a few of variables to answer your objective. So uh, you we can based on this statement, they have three key behavior of the set statement. Okay, first, it read all observation and all variable from the input data set, which means that when you put the set statement here, it read all the entire data set. Okay, unless you explicitly restrict it. Okay, and second, the observation are read sequentially. Okay, one at a time. It means that SAS process one row at a time through the data step and not the whole table at once. Okay, so this is a fundamental features of how the data step works. Okay, so means that uh, the first observation, and then they go for the next observation row by row. Okay, so that's how data step works. Okay, it's not actually behind the scene. It's not actually reading your table, the whole table at once, but the SAS programming will process one row at a time. Okay, and the last key behavior is the set statement can read either temporary or permanent data set. Okay, so uh, Orion.cell is a permanent data set, since that we store this sales data set in Orion library. Okay, so this particular set is also can be used to read the temporary data set. Okay, suppose that you have a temporary data set and you want to read this, it's also applicable. Okay, so doesn't mean that it must be a permanent data sets that can be used in this set statement. Okay, when about where statement, okay, we already do several examples in our previous chapter. Okay, I hope that everyone understand the concept of where statement, where we select observation or subset the observation based on condition. Okay, so you have to make sure that you know how many condition that a particular business scenario want you to want means that the objective. Okay, how many condition the so that you can reach the same data set that needs in your business scenario. Okay, so as example here, since that we want Australian sales representative, that's why we have two condition. Country equals to AU, since that we use AU coded in the Orion.sales to say that this particular employees is from AU region, Australia region, and the job titles contains rep, because we have sales representative 1 and 2. Okay, so since that we use and here, the and statement here, both condition must be true for an observation to be included in the output. Okay, and one important rules, the variables in the where expression means that this particular variable, country and job title, okay, must exist in the input SAS data set. That is, they must be already be in the Orion.sales data. Okay, because we cannot filter on the variables that is created later in the data step. Okay, so the condition must be based on your original data, and they have the variable is already in the data. Okay, right. So you can try run this one. Okay, you can try this run this one, and then take a look at the log. Okay, and as we can see here, we will have 61 observation. Okay, read from the data set Ryan.sales. Okay, nothing in the result tab, because this particular data tab is actually for creating data. Okay, and there will be a view of our data here. Okay, and where is this particular data? You have to find it in the library, my library, and the temporary work library. Okay, if you change this into, let's say that you change this into Orion dot subset 1. Okay, so what happened now, if you run this one, this particular data will be stored in Orion library. Okay, so you can check Orion, and this is the data set. Okay, the subset 1, so means that we can actually give the uh, lib ref in front of the name of your new data set, to state it that where you want to store your new data. Okay, but for this particular example, uh, I just follow the slide. Okay, right. Okay, so that's a difference between temporary and permanent permanent data. Okay, and for based on this particular operation, SAS read 61 of the 165 observation, and you can view the output to make sure that you successfully create this data. Okay, okay, no ops, they use no ops. Okay, highlight this one. Okay, so this is basically our data. Okay, alright. So take a look at this example of the code. The consider the data step below. Okay, so we use data US, and then set Orion.sales where country equals to US, and then we run. So uh, the new data set will be US. The name will be US based on Orion.sales data set, and the condition is country equals to US. Okay, so which statement is true? Okay, based on the code above. Okay, so when we take a look at this one, the correct answer will be B. Because by default, if you don't specify any lib ref in your data step statement, there will be it will create a temporary data set. Okay. Uh, but based on this, we actually read the permanent data. Okay, so we use set. Okay, set is where we read the location of the data that we read. Okay, since that we have this particular lib ref Orion dot cell, so it reads the permanent data. Okay, and this is data step uh, that we use to create a temporary data set. So I hope that you don't confuse about creating and reading. Okay, reading based on the set statement, creating based on data statement, but uh, it must be in a single data step. Okay. Alright, so this particular where statement is a condition. So that's the answer for this. Okay, and uh, let's take a look at the business scenario for this particular part. Okay, Orion Star Management want to give a 10% bonus to each Australian sales representative hired before January 1st, 2000. Okay, so what we can consider here, for this particular data step, there are two new requirements, which is first, we need to filter observation based on the higher date, and next we need to calculate a new variables, okay, which is the bonus amount. Right. So how do we do this? Okay, and okay, like I mentioned before, by default, SAS date value represent the number of days since January 1st, 1960. So we need to compare this to the calendar date January 1st, 2000. So how do we um, how do we make sure that SAS programming read this particular value January 1st, 2000 correctly, so that they can select the correct condition for the higher date. Okay, and this is the idea why we need to use a SAS date constant. Okay, where we write a recognizable means that we try to figure out, okay, how to write the particular date so that SAS programming can recognize that the date, uh, the the correct date. Okay, so that we can actually write the correct condition. Okay. Right. So for a date constant, it can be used in any SAS expression, including a where expression. So I believe that we already see these examples in our previous chapter, where we write the SAS date constant by using this syntax. Okay. So make sure that at the end of the date must have D here. The open and close quotation and DD, so that SAS will recognize this as SAS date constant. Okay, so when SAS is 1st Jan 2000, it will automatically convert it to the SAS date integer for January 1st, 2000. And so this particular comparison, which is the higher date less than this particular date, will works correctly. Okay, and next that we need to do is we actually need to create a new variables bonus which represent a 10% bonus. Okay, so as shown in the diagram on this slide, since that uh, the work subset 1 is not only contain the existing variable from Orion.sales, but we also need to add this new bonus variable. Okay, so to create a new variable in the data step, we use an assignment statement. Okay, so assignment statement evaluate an expression and assign the result to a new or existing variables. Okay, means that this assignment statement is we use equal sign here. Bonus equals to variables, any variables. Since that we want to calculate the bonus based on the salary, so the variables that we will use here is salary times uh, the bonus. Okay, so the easier way to represent 10% bonus is by using decimal 0.1. Okay, so that's why we use this formulation. Okay, which uh, which is the 10% of the salary. Okay, but remember, if bonus already existed as a variable in the input data set, it means that if the uh, if in your Orion.sales there is already bonus variable, this operation will override its value. So be careful uh, when you do this assignment statement. Okay, so basically I believe that for this assignment statement, everyone have at least basic knowledge on how to write this particular statement. Okay, but the thing that I want to make sure that you understand is how this how this particular assignment works, especially when there is a missing value. Okay, there will be an explanation after this. Okay, but this is examples. Okay, you can use this as the assignment statement. Okay, all right. This is called as arithmetic expression. Okay, and this is called as SAS function. If you have this one, mine, okay, open and close bracket, higher date. So this particular way on how writing this is actually a SAS function. Okay, you can try to search this one month, open and close bracket, what are the function for, using SAS help. Okay, so that you can further investigate what are this SAS function is for. Okay, and I believe others is okay, this is I hope that you're familiar with this. Okay, since that you use the equal sign, so this is called as assignment statement. Alright. Okay, for arithmetic operator, you want to do exponential, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. This is the symbols, right? So the priority is based on this hierarchy. Okay, which is multiplication, the second one, divisions second, okay, and then addition third and subtraction third. Okay, the rule is the same as your calculator, right? But in here we use the asterisk operator. Okay, slash, plus and minus. Okay, parentheses can be used to clarify or alter the order of operation in arithmetic expression. I believe that for this particular operation you don't have any problem. Okay, right. So this is example. Now you can try uh, to follow these examples in your SAS. Okay, let's take a look at the example for this business scenario. Okay. Okay, I will just adjust this one lah. Okay, but we have another condition, which is the higher date less than. Okay, assignment statement, bonus salary times 0.0. Okay, now you run this one. Okay, so as we can see here, there will be a new variable, okay, bonus, okay, in our data set. Okay, okay, try to take a look at the log. Okay, is it the same as your the slide example? If it's the same, so means that we correctly create the data set. Okay, right. So the input data set has 9 variable and the new data set has 10 variable because we add a new variable in our subset 1. Okay, and if you view the output, since that uh, for this particular prop print, okay, so we want to take a look at the uh, these particular variables, uh, and the higher date is stored in SAS default value. So we need to put format here to display a higher date that more easily read by the user. Okay, so I just modify this one. Okay, we add a format statement. Okay, since that date is available SAS existing format, we just use this format date 9 and we run this one. Okay, right, so we will get this output display. Okay, and then next what you can do is you can share this to your boss if you want to print this one kan. Okay, just okay, print and you can share this output everyone that for those who need this output. Okay, all right, so okay, so this is the thing that I want you to understand. Okay, what if you want to do assignment operator based on existing variables? Okay, it means that in this existing variable we use x, y, z for the examples. And what happen if you want to create a new variable which is n1? Okay, so for what we have 2 y plus z divided by 2 and n2 x plus z divided by 2. Okay, so based on this, the thing that you need to understand is how the expression works, okay, based on the priority. Okay, so means that for this particular priority, they will do the division first and then they will add the value. Okay, that's why you reach this as 9. Okay, but if you put parentheses, okay, the open and close bracket here, SAS will prioritize this one, and then they will divide this into 2. Okay, so you will get this answer. But if you have a missing value, okay, if you have a missing value, you do the expression, the last result is will be missing value. Okay, right, so that's the thing that I want you to understand. Okay, and I will provide the exercise to reinforce the understanding your understanding for the concept that we discuss in this video. Okay, I think that's all for the first part. I will continue in the next video.